Morning, everybody. Standing in my driveway. We're looking east down the lane at the road. There's a bean field on both sides. I planted a few things down at the creek, but not a lot. There's a tree down there and some daylilies around the pole and some other stuff. But anyhow, I started here so you could see where the house is situated on this top of this sand slash gravel knoll. It's a maple tree there. There's a fig tree right there. I haven't done much with this part of the yard yet. He always kind of just left wild areas that he didn't mow, so there's some black walnuts, tree of heaven, catawba, maples. Well, there's a nice black walnut at the giving tree. This is the part, some daylilies. This is the food forest part. So it goes down a little ways. I'm mostly doing this end. I just thought I'd start on this end and then work my way back. So I started probably in earnest last spring and put in pawpaws, dogwoods, gooseberry, juneberry, currants, seaberry, and I put mulch all the way around it to try to keep the grass from invading, because this was all nothing but grass in these trees, and so I'm trying to push it back, and I thought I better at least keep the yard out. So anyhow, where I've had the mulch, then this year I planted beans and tomatoes and dill. I put amaranth. I put a lot more seeds in than this, but this is what came up. Yeah, so, but I've put in, there's a pawpaw back there. There's this little catawba tree. Some butterfly weed right there. Some other I've been putting in a lot of wildflowers. I didn't put Queen Anne's lace, that's just there, I just left it. I put in some daylilies. That one's not open today. This year I put in these pear trees, but I think maybe there's too much shade here. They're not doing very well. So, and I've been watering them and I've been teeing. I'm not seeing the miracle that I hoped for with the tea, but anyhow, I'm really close to putting Miracle-Gro on my tomatoes, but I've resisted so far. There's a gooseberry, one sunflower. This is a nice patch that's got a little area. It's got a pawpaw, a comfrey, coneflower, some other wild little aster type flowers. This is the other pear. So I've made a few kind of paths. The grass keeps coming back, but I've been trying to add more stuff. There's a dogwood, hosta. I have quite a few hostas. They're easy to propagate. So anyhow, the path goes up here, and then I got a path that comes around here. I'm kind of building I need more swaleage. Is that a word? Anyhow, I was lining some rocks up because this is on the slope, so I was starting to put some rocks in and fill behind them. I'm gonna do a little bit more yet. See if I can slow my water down. Some bee balm. A small hosta, Jugia or something like that is called. I like that plant. Some winter savory. Got some creeping thyme over here. Okay, back around again. This is a nice daylily that's started to bloom. I like it. I've put a lot of wildflowers in this area. Hopefully they'll be here next year. There's a columbine right there. Some more, I think there's some mint here. Some mullein, some daisies on the edge. Another gooseberry over there. Some more hostas. Jugia. Columbine. This little guy is kind of cool. Very little and very smelly. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Yeah, so there's another dogwood here. You can see it on that post. Some sedge. I don't know what that is. I let it grow, but it's not, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's good for anything. But it's another variety. Some wildflowers I put in a couple weeks ago. Sedum, some yellow sedum. Yeah. I need more greens and bushes and vines. Maybe some kiwi, hardy kiwi, some wild ginger. I do a lot of wild harvesting. Some stuff I just put over here from the other garden. This is a nice spot. There's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah. And then my perennial flowers right in the front. I know it's supposed to be zone 1. I'm trying to add more edibles, but and there are some. There's some, yeah, but so coneflowers, lilies. Always leave the milkweed. Well, if it's not in an annoying spot. Some asters, sunflower. Put this garden in last year right along the fence, or right along the roof, so it gets the runoff, and put some old wood down in it. I need to cut the grass back. Anyhow, here's a peach plum tree. White oak, catawba, morning glories, alfalfa, chestnuts. I'm trying to get chestnuts to grow because chestnuts were an important tree. This is I think a cross between, well, what is it? It says it's a Connecticut chestnut, but it must be mixed with something else. Some, what is that? Cardoon artichoke, Russian olive, onion, goji berry. Haha, it's little. Another chestnut tree over here with a Russian olive. Here's another chestnut tree that the deers ate off, I guess. And then that cross, I forget what that's called, that clover. Now it's edible. There's a small chestnut, or hickory out there. Here's a Macintosh apple. It's supposed to be self-fertile, but I'm going to plant another one. And I haven't got my guild. I just put this tree in this year. I don't have the guild yet. So, yeah, now we're going downhill again. Some mulberry trees on the side of the hill. I put a bunch of stuff in on the side of that where it doesn't get mowed too. Well, not a bunch, but anyhow, some. Put some stuff down there at the bottom of that wall where it stays wet more. Now we're at the back of the house. There's some maple trees that were there when I came. Well, it used to be my vegetable garden. The grass took over and So I just cut like little spots, laid the grass down, tried to put some Indian corn in this year, but yeah, I didn't think it was going to work very well. And it's not. There's some there, but I guess it just can't compete with the grass very well. And it's very sandy and I didn't water it much. Some patch of mint. And then I have some more stuff up here by the deck. Butterfly bush. Some daylilies that were there. Tomato. Red amaranth. Parsley. Beans. Lithianthus. Asiatic lilies. Strawberries. Borage. That's growing good. That's supposed to be a good companion plant. Well, I thought maybe that was an amaranth, but I guess it's a weed. Anyhow, it's really big. Oh, there's another one. I don't know if it's a weed or not. Some more sunflowers, tomatoes, cilantro going to seed, borage, blackberry lilies, zinnia. We put the deck in, got this part of the deck in last year, so I just mulched this year to prepare it for next year. And I got a little more over here. Birdhouse gourds. None of my edible squash stuff is doing any good, but birdhouse gourds are. And then, so there's a downspout right there at that corner, so the water runs down like this. So I planted all that. I think that might be zucchini. Some kind of native flower, beans, coneflowers, eggplant, kale, zucchini, lots of milkweed. And that's about it. Thanks for listening. See ya.